Hello ladies, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for this video, I wanted to create for you a ritual to help you manifest your best year in 2024. And what I wanted to do was actually give you some really practical, actionable guidance to support this video, because I think there's so much information online, and knowledge is one thing, but knowledge doesn't necessarily equal transformation. And so this is where having the tools and exercises to actually integrate what you've learned into your life is really, really helpful. So to accompany this video then, I've actually put together a little workbook with some guidance and coaching exercises to support the information that I'm going to be providing you with in this video. Now, I thought first things first, let's do a little weekly roundup of what I've been up to. If you tuned into my last video, one of the things that I mentioned that I want to do more of in the year ahead is just bring you guys into my life a little bit more, so you can see the behind the scenes of what it's really like being a business owner, being a mother, being a family that have relocated to Spain. We live quite a non-conventional life in that, my husband and I are both entrepreneurs. We both work in businesses, so we're not, in the normal 9 to 5, and we've also moved to a new country where we don't really speak the language. So yeah, navigating all of that. And I'm still trying to figure out the best way of sharing my lifestyle in a way that's going to work for me, because I'm not really a vlogger, I'm not really a content creator as such, in terms of lifestyle creation. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this in a way that it doesn't become all consuming. Honestly, I love watching vloggers online share their life and their stories. And I'm like, how do they do it? How do they have a camera with them all times and share everything that's going on? Because I tried to do it this week and it was just impossible. Or at least for me, I found it really difficult. So I thought, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this video to really provide some wisdom and really, as I said, some actionable advice for you ladies. But I thought we'll kick off with a bit of a weekly roundup. And I filmed a few behind the scenes videos of what I got up to this week. And I thought I'd start the video sharing some of these. And if you're not interested in this sort of thing, I've time-stamped the video, so you can jump ahead to the next part if you just want to get stuck into that bit. But for those of you who are interested, here is my weekly roundup. So, first things first, I headed to my first festive event of the season, which happened on December the 1st. I was lucky enough to attend a charity lunch for the charity Britannia. So they support underprivileged women and children in a place called La Linea, which is about an hour away from where I live here in the south of Spain. So we went to a charity lunch for that, so you can see me here. It was at a place called La Sala, and they set it up like a ski lodge, so it looked absolutely gorgeous. So that was a very fun way to kick off the festive season, and for a very good cause. And then on Sunday, my sister arrived with her husband, and they have a 3-year-old daughter. So they were coming over to spend a mini Christmas with us. So we took the kids to a place called Little Picasso's. So it's a art club, and they normally do it either on the beach, or they've now partnered with this hotel here in Marbella. So the kids got to do some festive art activities, which was really, really nice. And then the rest of the time we did a lot of activities with the kids, so the kids could have this really festive, fun time together. So we did things like making hot chocolates. They got to decorate some cookies and things. We did a lot of arts and crafts over the past few days. Spent a lot of time at home because, I guess if you guys have little ones, you will know that taking them anywhere can be very challenging. So we thought we're going to do as many festive activities as we can at home. So that was super fun. My sister and I, so my sister's called Rachel. I have 2 sisters. She is my middle sister. We went to an amazing event on the Tuesday, which was here at the hotel called the Anantara, Villa Pedina Anantara Hotel. I'm lucky enough that this is just 5 minutes away from my house. So yeah, it's right on my doorstep. So I get to go to this hotel quite a lot because it's got the most fantastic spa, which next time I go there, I will take you guys with me so you can see inside the spa. But they decorate it phenomenally for Christmas and New Year. So yes, we went to, it was a Nutcracker inspired lunch, and it was hosted by a ladies networking group called Femme, who put on the most beautifully exquisite events and lunches and trips for women. I've not really been able to do much networking as such since I've moved here because I was pregnant and just navigating being in a new place, and then I had a newborn and I was breastfeeding for a year. So yeah, I think one of the things I would like to do more of in 2024 is attend more events like this, and this one was just absolutely beautiful. And then we had a kids photo shoot. We decided we're going to get all the cousins together and we are going to do a photo shoot for them so they can have these, you know, beautiful photos, and it's in a studio setting. And yeah, me and my sister had to do our best to kind of get the kids looking at the camera, but it was this gorgeous like festive setup. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how those photos turned out. And then the highlight of the week was we turned our playroom into a Santa's grotto. So my husband likes to say that I am extra all of the time, but extra at Christmas time, which yeah, I mean, he's not lying. And so yeah, I decided to create a Santa's grotto in the playroom, and then they were doing all sorts of Santa's grotto style activities. So they were all dressed up as elves, and they did things like wrapping gifts and making cards and sending letters to Santa and just helping out in Santa's workshop. They made gingerbread houses, which was really fun. And then we had some friends over with their kids, so they could all come and play as well. And then the main man himself came to pay us a visit. Yeah, Santa knocked on the door with one of his elves, who was very tall, I must say. She was a lot taller than what I anticipated an elf to be. And the kids got to meet Father Christmas, which was amazing. And of course, my youngest one, Cece, she freaked out, was absolutely petrified of Santa. But yeah, no, the kids absolutely loved it. So that is a very quick, in a nutshell, weekly roundup of what I got up to this week. Very much a child-led week, given that we have a couple of bank holidays here in Spain, so the kids are off for a big chunk of this week. But yeah, lots of festive fun together. I've just realised I've got a little sticker here. I don't know if you can see a little polar bear sticker. I have no idea where that's come from. And normally I walk out the house and I'm covered in stickers, gems, you name it. So let's get started with a ritual for manifesting your best year in 2024. And as I said, there's a download to accompany this ritual in the notes down below. So first things first, let's get clear on what we want. Clarity is always the first piece when it comes to manifesting. You know, we've got to let the universe know exactly what our desires are. And I think for most part, we do this once and then we kind of forget about it. But getting clear and intentional about our goals and reminding ourselves of what we actually want on a daily basis has to be a non-negotiable. So it's not enough to just say at the beginning of the year, this is what I want to create for 2024, and then almost forget about those desires or not intentionally connect with those desires on a regular basis. So it's almost like you have to see what you want ahead of time. You have to think about what you want ahead of time. And this needs to become a regular part of your routine, because whatever you focus on, you're going to create more of in your life. So the more you can focus on what it is that you actually want on a daily basis, the more likely you are to actually end up with that thing at the end of 2024. So for the clarity piece then, what I would recommend you doing, if you haven't done so yet, is just think about, well, what do I want to create for 2024, and get as specific as possible. So let's say it's a financial goal. Rather than saying, you know, I want to create more money in 2024? Specifically, what is that goal that you want to work towards? Maybe it's a physical thing you want to manifest. So maybe it's a house. Maybe it's a specific trip. Maybe you're calling in your soulmate. The more details you can give to the universe, the more likely you're going to end up with that thing by the end of the year. So I like to think of it as giving almost like a very specific detailed shopping list to the universe. So let's say you tasked your partner, your husband or whoever with the task of going out to buy you a dress. And on that list, you just say, you know what, just go out and buy me a dress today. Now, maybe they know you very, very well and they come back with exactly what you want. But without those specific details, chances are they could come back with something the wrong size, the wrong color, totally wrong design. And yes, you've got a dress, but actually it's far removed from what you actually wanted. So clarity about the details of your desires is really, really important. And as I said, it's about reminding yourself of those details on a daily basis. So to do this, I've created a really simple but very, very effective daily practice to help you not only get clear on what you want your life to look like in 2024, but a ritual that you can connect to that vision on a daily basis. And obviously things like vision boards as well really help here. So I've added some details into the workbooks about putting together that vision board if you've not done so yet. Now, let's move on then. So once you've got clear on what you want, and let's say you're reminding yourself and connecting with that vision on a daily basis, the next thing to think about is, what do I believe about myself and about the world around me that contradicts those desires? So let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, you've said, I want to manifest £1 million in 2024. Like, that's your income goal. You've got super specific on what that goal looks like. But then you think about your beliefs, and one of your beliefs says, I believe that making money is hard work. Or I believe I don't have what it takes to be successful. I believe I'm not smart enough to, have this incredibly successful business. What do you really believe about that desire? So that's kind of the first part of the belief piece. Thinking about, what do I truly believe about this desire? Do I really believe that I can have it? Do I really believe that I deserve it? Do I really believe I'm worthy of this? And I think a lot of the time, our limiting beliefs come back to this worthiness piece, this feeling of unworthiness to create the life that we want, to have the things that we want. We're not capable enough, we're not smart enough, have the things that we want. We're not capable enough, we're not smart enough. Even though maybe there's a part of us that knows that we're capable of having these things, but there's something else below the surface that keeps holding us back. That imposter syndrome kicks in. So take a moment, and there's an exercise to guide you through this, to think about, where are my beliefs out of line with this goal? Because it's one thing to say that you want something in life, but it's another thing to completely believe that what you want is available to you. And we are only going to ever be able to attract in line with our belief system, okay? So our manifestations will only ever go so far as what we believe, both consciously and subconsciously. So let's say you want to call in your soulmate, but subconsciously let's say you believe you don't deserve to be happy, or you believe that you're always unlucky in love. What are the things that you're telling yourself? These are a really good indication of your belief system, that internal narrative. Let's say you believe those things, it's going to be very hard to call in your soulmate if subconsciously you don't believe that he's even out there, let's say. So first of all, it's analyzing, okay, well, what is my belief system right now in relation to that belief, in relation to those desires? And then, what do I need to believe in order for my beliefs to align with my desires? Okay, so if we are creating whatever we believe, okay, if our manifestations are a reflection of our belief system, what do I need to believe in order to have the things that I want? So let's say when it comes to money, I have to believe that this is possible. I have to believe I'm smart enough. I have to believe that making money could be fun and it could be easy. When it comes to maybe it's your soulmate, I have to believe he's out there. I have to believe that he will want me. I have to believe I'm worthy of love. I have to believe I deserve love. I have to believe that I am, amazing, smart, beautiful, all of the things that I feel are necessary to be loved by somebody else. So it's identifying your current beliefs, identifying then what you need to believe, and seeing then how you can bridge that gap. So the beliefs that are holding you back actually become a more empowering set of beliefs. So we gradually start to change our belief system. And again, this is a gradual process, which is why, this ritual that I'm sharing, it needs to become a part of your daily routine. And it's something that you need to start now. Start creating the momentum for manifesting your best life in 2024 now. Don't wait until January. So beliefs. The next part then is all about your energy. So we attract into our life what we are a vibrational match to. So we're all made up of energy. We all are vibrating at a certain frequency. And if we're vibrating at a high vibe, then we tend to attract more high vibrational things into our life. So, things like amazing opportunities, amazing people, and amazing experiences, money, success. These are high vibrational things. They're things that make us feel more high vibe, okay? So in order to be able to bring more of these things into our lives, we have to match those things with our own energy. And maybe you've experienced this before where, you're not feeling so great, you're feeling low vibe, you're feeling negative, you're feeling drained, and the things around you are starting to reflect the energy that you're emitting. Okay, so the energy piece is first of all about raising our vibration. So what can we do to actually make us feel better? And this is a gradual process. So if you're at a place right now where you're feeling very low, it's unrealistic to say, okay, well, tomorrow I'm going to feel my most high vibe self. Tomorrow it might just be, how can I feel a little bit better than what I'm feeling today? Okay, so it's this incremental upgrade of your energy. But the idea is that you're gradually raising your vibration through this ritual, but then you're also starting to align your energy with the version of you that already has your desires. So tapping into that higher version of you, thinking about the end of 2024, if I already had everything I had, if I was looking back and I'd had my best year yet, if I'd manifested all of the things that I wanted, how would I be feeling right now? And how can I start to tap into some of that energy today? So the exercise for this part of the process is the exercise of feeling as if. Okay, feeling as if your desires are already yours, as if it's already a done deal, as if you already have the money, the success, the relationships, the health, the opportunity. You already have the money, the success, the relationships, the health, the opportunities that you want to have, feeling the presence of them in your life at the moment as if they're already yours. Okay, that's really what it is, to align your energy with your desires. Okay, and then the next part of the process is then surrendering and allowing the universe to work its magic. So we need to remember that manifestation, it is a process of co-creation. You and the universe are working together to deliver your desires. This isn't you about having to work really hard to get to where you want to be. It's about showing up and taking some action, and that's, an important part of the process as well, taking inspired action. But it's also then trusting that when you take one step, the universe is going to meet you. So inspired action then and surrendering to the process, these two parts kind of work together because it's about, as I said, co-creation. You take one step and the universe will meet you there. And when you are walking towards desires that are truly meant for you, so when you are clear on what you want, and this is your own authentic desires, not what you feel like you should be doing or what you feel like society wants you to do. When you are aligned with your authentic desires and you start taking action towards the things that you want, the universe is going to start validating that path, and it's going to start sending you people, experiences, opportunities that will support you in getting your desires. So this is where you have to trust the process and not trying to control everything. So when we try and control things, this often looks like us needing to have a very step-by-step, this is how I'm going to do it, this is what needs to be done to get me to where I want to be. And whilst having a plan is good, and I know a lot of people speak about having a plan of action and goals and action steps to get you started in the new year, and that's a great thing to have and to definitely to do, but we also need to give the universe a bit of wiggle room as well, okay? When we try and control all of the details, we try and sort of need to know every single step that we need to take, we cut ourselves off from magic. So this part of the process then, it's about inviting you to think about, well, what miracles could the universe send my way that maybe are unexpected? So, it's recognizing that I don't need to have all the answers right now, because I take one step, and as I take that step, the path will become clearer because the universe is going to be showing up and supporting me along the way. So I need to have full faith that that is happening, surrender to this process, and enjoy the process as much as possible. So that's really what inspired action is all about. It's enjoying the process. It's, not getting so derailed by setbacks. It's being able to have humor as you move towards your desires. If something goes wrong, are you able to laugh it off? Are you able to, say, well, you know what? These things happen, but I am trusting that everything is unfolding in my favor. What can I learn from this? When you learn to have lightness as you move towards your desires, rather than this, I need to have this and I've got to do this, and if something goes wrong, it means that this isn't meant for me, and kind of just taking things too seriously, we take away the joy from the process. So again, this is about finding joy in the process of manifestation. In fact, we need to have joy in the process, okay? If you're not having fun along the way, you're going to put yourself out of the vibration that you need to be in order to get to where you want to go. So, quite a lot to take in there. So as I said, I don't just want to bombard you with so much information and then for you not to then really integrate it. So what I'm going to do now is I want to guide you to the workbook that I've created that is linked down below, so that you can go through this ritual for yourself and you can go through these exercises. And then what I invite you to do is to start this as a daily practice from today. Okay, don't wait until January, start it now. Start creating momentum in December so that by the time January hits, you can already run with this and you're already, it's already creating that snowball effect. So if you would like access to that workbook, then what I would like you to do actually, I would want you to write the word manifest down below, okay? Write the word manifest in the comments, and what I will do is I will respond to you and give you access to that workbook so that you can go through it in your own time and let me know how you're getting along with it. I'd love for you to share your experiences of going through this ritual. Maybe it's some things that you've already been doing, maybe these are things that are new to you, but yes, please do share your experiences, and don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel, because I'm very much excited to be sharing lots more new content for you in the new year, and sharing as much of my wisdom as I can. So have a wonderful rest of your day, ladies, and I will catch you again very soon. Bye.